Okay, good morning everybody. How are you? Fine. Everything's okay? Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. I suppose today we're going to have some revision for the passive voice, and after that we're going to do some exercises. Let's say ya tayyib. First of all, we have the passive voice. So this is the idea. We have the passive voice, and you must remember that we use the passive voice for three main reasons. First of all, because the doer of the action is not so important, or it is so obvious for you as a reader. Number two, for the please.
The subject usually do the.
Yes, because it's obvious. Usually do that action, or he does it. Number two, because of the flow of the sentences there. So if you want to have a coherence and to have a flow, smoothness in your speech, you use the passive voice sometimes in order to stay away from, let's say, being bored or dullness, something like that. Okay. And you must remember that there are three main steps you have to take into consideration when we are talking about the passive voice. The first one is, number one, you must keep it in mind, is to know where is the object. So you must detect the object. When you look at the sentence, you just underline the subject, you underline the verb, and then you underline the object. This is the first step you're going to do in your exam, or whenever somebody asks you to do the passive. Number two is the tense. You must know what is the tense. The tense, for example, if we are talking about the simple past or the simple present, you're going to use verb to be in the simple past or in the simple present. I'm going to draw, let's say here, let's have something like that. If you have present, if it is simple, it means you're going to use am, is, are. If we are going to talk about the past, you're going to use was or were. If you're going to talk about the continuous, okay, being, yes, that's right. After that, if we are talking about the perfect, we have has, let's start with the singular, has, or have with been. So with been. Okay, yes. And you must know, if we are talking about the models, we are talking about can, well, yes, can, will, whatever. If you have can, it's going to be can be. The model plus the verb to be. And after all of those, after all of them, you must have the past participle. If you keep this in mind, it's going to be easy for you to do the, let's say, to do the passive altogether, okay? فمهم جدا يعني to know the rule in order to apply it. في الامتحان ضروري تحطوا لي انتوا تحت السبجكت لاين، تحت الفيرب، under the object. المشكلة مش حافظة أسماءكم. Okay. Then we're going to go through the tense. بعدين بتحددوا لي التنس إيش هو. لنفترض في 3 علامات عندكم على هذا التمرين. أنت حددت لي التنس وحددت لي السبجكت والفيرب والأوبجكت. تاخد علامة ونص مثلا أو علامة. ليش يروح زيرو كله إذا مخربش يعني؟ بضل في مارجن إلي أساعدكم فيه. فضروري إنه to do those steps. And the last step وآخر step لازم تخلوها في بالكم. ما دام بتحكوا عن الباسيف use verb to be. مهم جدا. verb to be لازم يكون موجود في الباسيف. التنس present بضل present. past. But you add verb to be. بس بتضيفوا verb to be. هاي فكرته. Okay. Today we're going to go together to do some exercises. احنا هيك اعتقد تذكرنا شوي، صح ولا لا؟ هلا كل واحد معكم اقلام، كلكم take a copy, write your name، اكتب اسمك. Take a copy and pass. Take a copy and pass. واعطي له وراك إذا سمحت. Pass. Yeah. Take a copy and pass. We're going to do together the first just 9 sentences together. It is like an exam, so don't look at anybody around you. Keep your mind in your paper. Start doing it, and when you finish number 9, you say bingo, which means stop. Okay? Yeah. Start. أظن ما أظن. Where you are, let's stop. هلا في عنا passive voice exercises. All of us, let's look at the monitor here.
Exercises.
Yeah.
Change the following sentences from active into passive.
So you have 25 sentences here, and you're going to change it from an active sentence into a passive one. So what we are going to do, this is going to be downloaded on the website, so don't worry, you may go back to it once again, and you have it already as a handout.
Number 1.
Yeah.
I saw that someone had broken into my car.
First of all, you should look at the sentence. We have here, I saw that, which is a clause at the beginning, and then you have someone had broken into my car. So you're going to distribute it into 2 parts. First of all, I saw that, here, yani clause, so you keep it as it is. Then you look to the next sentence, which says, someone had broken into my car. صحيح؟ Yeah. What you're going to do, شو رأيكم؟ شو بنعمل أول إشي؟ حسن معلش تساعدنا يا حسن. What do you think? Where is the subject? Okay. هلا once again بنرد نحكي مرة تانية. Okay. If we look here, I saw that, it means it is a clause, it is additional sentence عفوا. فبالتالي you're not going to deal with this. What is the main verb? إيش المين verb اللي بنحكي إحنا عنه؟ Had broken into. This is the verb. So someone is the subject, that's right. Had broken into is the verb. My car is the object. So if you want to عزيزي ايش؟ لسه ما هينا حكينا لحسن اللي بعديها بهدوء. So this is the idea. You're going to repeat I saw that as it is because it's a clause. It's not the main sentence that you're going to change it from the passive from the active into the passive. And then you look at the subject. Here's the subject. You're going to omit it and you're going to replace it by
My car.
my car. I saw that my car, then we have had broken. What do you think? What you're going to do? Hassan, just Hassan.
Yes. My car had been broken.
Excellent. And then you have into at the end. If you have verbs with a preposition, كل الأفعال اللي معها preposition أحرف جر معها, the preposition is going to be at the end of the sentence. Keep it in mind. يمكن ما يجيكم مش في الامتحان كتير شغلات تفصيليات زي هيك, but in general it's good to know it, okay? Let's see how they did it. خلينا نشوف هم كيف عملوها. You have time, 5 seconds to do it.
I saw that my car had been broken into.
Yeah, excellent. Good job, Mr. Hassan. Now let's go to the next sentence. نعملها كمان next sentence together. Khaled, would you like to do the next sentence?
Have they
Number
signed-
2.
هيا عم تحكيها لحظة يا خالد.
Have they signed a contract?
في عندنا شغلتين يا خالد, you must keep attention to them. That this is a question. It's not a sentence. It's an active question. You're going to make it a passive question, and you should keep the question mark there. What you're going to do first?
has a contract.
First of all, you say have signed is the verb, which is a perfect, present perfect. Then you have they as the subject. You have a contract as an object. That's right. So what you're going to do, some people, they do 2 steps. هيك في ناس بيحبوا. They answer it, then they repeat it as a question mark once again. إيش بدك تحكي مستر نور؟ هاي خالد بحكي. مالكم مستعجلين انتو؟ يلا يا خالد.
Has a contract.
Yeah. Has, because we are talking about a contract, it is singular. So we use has. Has a contract
Being signed.
been signed, and we have a question mark at the end there. Let's see if this is right or wrong.
Has a contract been signed?
Has a contract been signed? Okay, now let's continue. هلا انتوا دخلتوا يمكن على الجو شوي, بلشنا نسترجع المعلومات. خلينا نحل بالأسئلة اللي عنا together, okay? يلا يا جماعة. كملوهم ل9 وبعدين بنحلهم مع بعض. يعني كمان شوي together, بس هلا you do it by yourself. After that we're going to do it together. Yeah. okay. Number 1 and number 2, we've done it together. Now we're going to do exercise number 3. So who's going to do 3? مين يعمل لنا 3 please؟ أنس، يلا يا أنس واحكوا لي الأسماء لازم أحفظكم. Okay, 3.
Number
Which
3.
says,
The post office may not have delivered it yet.
ها نشوف أنس إيش رأيك يا أنس. What you're going to do?
It may not has been delivered yet.
Yeah. هلا أنت قلت it may not has, but you have to remember يا أنس all of you may, can, will كل هدول موديل إيش بيجي وراهم دائما؟ infinitive. فلازم have تضل have. صح أنت إيش عملت؟ فكرت بإت إنه بدي أحط has, but we have a model here. خلينا نشوف. أنا لازم ما أحكي، لازم تشوفوا الإجابة وبعدين. But it's good. ممتاز يا أنس. Yeah. حريص بزيادة أنت. Let's see what's going to be.
It may not have been delivered yet.
Yeah, it because it's the object at the beginning. May not have دائما بتضل have لأنه عندكم may بتتذكروا will, can, must, may. All the models كل المودلز إيش بيجي وراهم؟ infinitive. فبتحطوا have بالرغم من إنه موجود عندكم it، وهي من الأخطاء الشائعة مرات اللي بيوقع فيها الواحد. It's a common mistake. So it may not have ونتذكر دائما it's going to be been مع ال perfect. Been delivered yet. Next محمود. عشان أحاول أحفظ الاسم يا محمود. Okay. Let's see the next exercise.
Number 4.
Number 4.
They are breaking the law again.
Okay. What do you think, Mahmoud? Just Mahmoud.
The law is being broken again.
Yes, the law, because it's the object, is, because it's singular, being broken. Clear? ولا 50-50? Clear? يعني? Clear?
The law is being broken again.
Okay, so it's correct, يا محمود. Next, Manar. مش منار شكلها ميرا.
Number
ميرا.
5.
Number 5, which
The
says,
plumber was replacing the pipe.
you know, plumber. The plumber is the person who السمكري in Arabic. Sabak, okay, yes, the one who repair things or fix things at home like the pipes or the socket or whatever. Yeah, the plumber was replacing the pipe. Amira.
Was being replaced.
Yes, because this is the subject. This is the subject you omitted. This is the object and was replacing.
The pipe was being replaced.
Easy so far. Yes, Mr. Faris?
Number 6. They shouldn't allow that.
Okay, what do you think?
That shouldn't be allowed.
Okay. Here we have the verb.
That shouldn't be allowed.
هي بس عبارة عن application. If you apply the rule, it's going to be so easy. ما بدهاش كتير يعني فزلكة. If you apply the rule, it's going to be easy for you. That is the object. Shouldn't be بس you add be. وبعدين بتحطوا الverb بصير allowed in the past participle. Okay. Let's see the next, number 7. Who's going to do number 7? Please, Mace.
7.
How long did someone spend on this task?
This is a question. You keep it in mind. If it's a question, we should keep it as a question. If it is in the present, keep it in the present. Past, past. Perfect, perfect. So you should keep it as it is. Yeah, so what are you going to do?
How long was on this task spent on?
Okay. So because it's a question and you started with how long, so it's going to be how long. Then we have, because it's a past, you kept it in the past. You used was. This task is spent on. Spend, spent, spent. Okay?
Was this task spent on?
Then we go to number 8. Who's going
Number
to
8.
do? Yes, Ahmed. Okay.
Who do you think they will choose?
Another question. You keep it as a question.
Who
Yes.
do you think will be chosen?
Yes, excellent. Because we have will. Will is just inverted into will be as we said before. مش عنا هاي القائمة نضل متذكرينها. if you're إذا صار عندكم وقت تردوا ترجعوا لليوتيوب المرة الماضية اللي حضرناه كان في عندكم icon. it's about the future. yes, how you switch or change it from the active into the passive.
Who do you think will be chosen?
ليش بطأ؟ okay. Okay, number 9. New faces. Mister, what's your name? Muhammad. هات نشوف number 9 يا محمد.
The TV channel is going to make a new series.
Yeah.
A new series is gonna be made.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. What do you have? Is going to.
A new series is going to be made.
Yeah. Is going to. It's here. It's going to. Is going to. It's going to be. Okay. كلها.
Number 10.
Yes, number 10. Who's going to
When
do
can
number
we
10?
schedule a meeting?
مي. يلا يا مي. هدول مش عاملينهم لسه احنا. Okay, يلا. Take 5 minutes. Do it. And then we're going to continue. يلا. For home. يلا let's hear them together. نسمعهم نشوف يعني بدها يصير can ده تصير can be صح ولا لا؟
When can a meeting be scheduled?
yeah. نتذكر verb to be عادة بتحطوه قبل الفعل الرئيس. خلوها في بالكم.
Most of the flights.
Yeah, most of the flights. عندكم fights he flight. It should be an L there. So, most of the flights are being cancelled. Yes.
Most of the flights are being cancelled.
Let's do it orally. نعمل معاه orally. هيك. هاتوا نشوف.
Number 12.
Number 12.
No one told me anything.
Yeah. I was not told. Yeah.
I was not told anything.
Because it is a negative sentence فبتضل negative. ممتاز. I was not told.
Number 13.
Number 13.
Do I have to do this assignment today?
بدها تضلها in the present because we have present do.
Does this assignment have to be done today?
Okay? Because we are talking about this assignment is singular, so we use does instead of do.
Number 14. How many people has the doctor seen this morning?
Yeah. And how many people you keep it as it is because it's a question after all.
How many people have been seen this morning?
Yeah. Reasonable? Okay, number 15.
Number 15. They didn't used to make these cars here.
So we have these cars as the object. It's going to be at the beginning. And then you keep it in the past because it's didn't. And it should be negative at the same time.
These
okay?
cars didn't used to be made here.
Yeah. So you add be. Used to is like a model, like will,
16.
can, may, used
I heard
to.
that the flood had destroyed several buildings.
So we have several buildings as the object. Then I heard that it's going to be the same because it's a clause at the beginning of the sentence. Like I saw that, I heard that. You don't do anything with that clause.
I heard that several buildings had been destroyed.
Okay? If we go to number 17.
Number 17. The assistant told Bob not to wait any longer.
Yeah. assistant, some helper, the helper, okay, the assistant, مساعد, yes. So we're going to use Bob because he's the
Bob was
object at the
told
beginning.
not to wait any longer.
Yeah, it is negative because the original sentence was a negative one, okay? So you keep it. If it's negative,
Number
negative.
18. The surgeon has recently operated on his knees.
Yes,
His knees have recently been operated on.
yeah. The surgeon, الجراح, no need to mention him here because it's so clear that he did the
Number
operation.
19. The accident could have killed him.
Yes, Baha. Because it is perfect. Number 18. Yeah, because the original sentence, knees, the two knees, yeah, the rukab have been, okay, clear?
Have recently been operated on. Number 19. The accident could have killed him. He could have been killed. Number 20. They didn't answer the phone. The phone was not answered.
Yeah, I suppose, and it's now easy for you to do it.
Number 21. A lawyer has advised them to take legal action.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, them, it's going to be they because it's going to be the subject of.
They have been advised to take legal action. Number 22. How is he going to achieve these goals?
So we have here these goals, plural. So
How are these goals going to be achieved?
going to, it's like any model, like may, will, so you use be after it.
Number 23. A member of staff is dealing with the problem.
Yeah. The problem is being dealt with. And usually the preposition is at the end of the
The
sentence.
problem is being dealt with.
Okay.
Number 24. People do not always
Yeah.
follow these rules.
So these rules, plural, are going to be at the beginning. We have don't, so it's going to be a negative once again.
These rules are not always followed.
Yeah. And the last one is a nice
Number 25.
sentence because
No
all
one
of you,
can
you
answer
know,
this question.
but you can answer it. So this question
cannot be
answered. Yeah, all of you did it. It's easy
This
to be
question
answered.
cannot be answered.
Yeah, so I suppose this is about the exercises we need to do it today. Okay, that's
Well,
it.
that's the end of the exercises. I hope
Okay, I hope you benefited. By this, we covered the passive voice. Is there any question about it? No questions. We're not going to go back to it. خلاص, that's it. Okay? Yeah. Let's open our dossiers, please, on page 4. So I suppose B is not required at the top of the page, so you omit it. No need for it. Listen to part of Jane's talk and check your answers. Is not required because you don't listen. We have it already. Then we have C, what kind of word are missing from the notes, also is not required. So B and C is not required, okay? Let's go together to number 8. We have here question. So we have here some space elevator designs propose an offshore. You underline the word offshore base station. So we have, yes, we have two kinds of base station. Some of the stations, they are on the land, and some of them into the oceans or in the sea or whatever. So we call it offshore. Yeah. Offshore base station. In pairs, discuss how such a system might work using words in exercise C6. What advantages, underline the word advantages, it's a very important word for you, might an offshore base have compared with a land base. So there is antonym here. We have offshore, okay, the offshore, and also we have a land base. So two different kind of stations here. A land base, it is on land, while the offshore base is inside the sea, inside water, okay? If you have it, maybe you're going to have it in your first exam, so keep it in mind. خلوها في بالكم. Okay, number B, it says, James goes on to discuss offshore base station. Listen to the talk and answer the following questions. We have 5 questions here, I suppose we're going to talk about how would an offshore base be supported, how they support it because it is inside water. How do they support it, make it stable, not moving from one place to another? And what would the function of its anchor? You must know the word function, so important for you, and you know it, I suppose. Anchor, you know the anchors? That's right. How would payloads, the words, you must know them. How would payloads reach the base station? And then what problem would a mobile base station, you should know this, some of the base stations, they are fixed. They don't move. But while mobile is something movable. مشان هيك بنسمي محمول إحنا. الموبile phone, yes, محمول, جوال, because you move from one place to another. So it is mobile. Help to prevent, and what would the procedure, the word procedure is so important. What would the procedure be if there was an alert? Okay. So 1.2, if you please, open here. We're going to read. We need whom? New faces. حدا يلا براء ما سمعناش صوت براء. هاتوا نشوف براء what he's going to say. Yeah.
The engineering challenge of connecting a satellite to air using a cable is obviously significant. In order to suppose its own weight and be securely attached at the end each end.
Yes. So this is what's going to be. At the beginning, there is a challenge for engineers to make the stations or offshore stations stable at their places. So they tie them or support them by cables at each end. Yes? The cable
would require a fundamental strength.
Phenomenal. You should know the word phenomenal. Okay? It's phenomenal.
Strength to weight ratio.
Yeah.
Carbon nanotube.
Yeah. Materials.
Materials might one day be up to the job. And I will talk about those in detail later on.
Okay.
How could vehicles
the vehicles
be raised into space up the cable? Well, using the self-contained energy sources will be the problematic. This is the same paragraph, you have it the previous time. المرة الماضية we discussed it اللي هي number 7. نفسها. كمل مستر براء. Due to the weight of fuel or batteries.
Yeah, batteries.
Required to power the vehicles.
Yeah, vehicles.
There are 2 possible ways around this problem.
That's right.
Transmitting electricity wirelessly.
This is important.
Or
transmit electricity wirelessly, one of the problems.
Or
yes.
Using solar power.
Or using solar power. Solar power This is one of the words you must know it. Solar energy, solar power, طاقة الشمسية, you know it. That the energy you take it from the sun, from the heat of the sun. Yes, please.
The first technique is only in the early stages of research. The
Yeah.
second would allow that the vehicles to ascend only very slowly, though this wouldn't necessarily be a problem.
That's
As a
right.
car could be controlled remotely, allowing it to transport payloads as an unnamed vehicles.
Yeah, I suppose you know what Bara is talking about because we've discussed it the previous time. We talked about it. It's in exercise 7. Let's continue with James. خلينا نكمل مع James, and I need someone to read 1.3. Who's going to read? Mr. يلا يا أحمد.
James, this offshore base station.
Yeah, so offshore base station. Underline the word offshore base station. You should know it. Yeah. So this is the idea. You support it with a floating structure. That's right, floating. Keyword. Underline it. Yes.
Which could be attached to the seabed.
Yeah,
Right.
seabed. You know the seabed.
قاع البحر.
Yes, it is the deep part of the bed. It's like a bed for the sea. Okay, the seabed.
Payloads could be carried from the shore to the station by ship. Before
That's
being
right.
lifted into
Orbit. Yes, that's right.
the main advantage of a floating mobile station rather than a fixed base.
ها إذا في عندنا fixed base وفي عندك offshore أو اللي هي floating. يا بتكون عائمة يا بتكون fixed ثابتة. عزيزي.
Would be to help reduce this risk of collision between the cable and one of the many lamps of space debris,
Yeah, the price. Yes, such as
such as
yeah, redundant satellites.
that litter orbit. And
Yeah,
space.
litter. You must know the word litter. Litter,
تماماً.
the waste. Oh, yes, the waste. Yeah.
Based on careful monitoring of
Yeah.
the dress moment.
Movements. Yeah.
In the case of an alarm, the station anchors could be raised and the station could be moved, driven by propellers
مراوح.
to a new location out of
Harm's way. That's right. So I suppose the answers are going to be here. هي قرأنا لكم الأجوبة for the previous 5 questions. How offshore base station be supported? It is supported by floating structure. That's right. What would the function of its anchor be? To fix it, to keep it in its place. صح ولا لا? From here. Then how would payloads reach the base station? Should we discuss it together ولا بدنا بزيادة شوي وقت؟ يلا let's start. فارس شو رأيك؟ Let's do the first one. خلينا نسمع فارس. He's going to do the first one. Raise your voice يا فارس.
How would an offshore base station be supported?
Yeah, offshore. Shore beach. Shore, you know, shore beach. Yeah, offshore. Yes. How does it support? How would an offshore being supported? How do we support it? براء. By floating structure. سهلة. قرأها. Yes, okay. Number 2, please, Mister.
What would the
Listen.
What would the function of its anchors be?
Anchor.
Anchor. To fix
Yeah,
the base.
to keep it in its place, to fix the base. That's right. Yes, next question, please. Number 3, which says how, Hassan?
How would pilots reach to the base station?
Yes.
By ship.
By ships, that's right. Yes, next. It is question number 4. What problem would a mobile base station help to prevent? What do you think? Yes, Mira, what do you think?
To reduce the risk of collision between the cable and
Yes,
one of the many lamps.
that's right. Yes, and the last one. What would the procedure be if there was an alert? What do you think? Hassan?
It could be raised and the station could be moved.
Yeah, they moved the station from one place to another if there is a big problem or alert. All, yeah, remains. Yeah. Yes, so we have it. All the answers, you have it here at page 10. كل الأجوبة موجودين. Let's go to the next exercise, please. So you are members of a space elevator research team. شوفوا ما أحسن هالوضع. And designing a concept of offshore base station. إذا كلمة offshore كم مرة صارت معيودة? So many times. It means it's a very important word here. You should know what do we mean by offshore base station. Offshore, it is a base station that is in the sea, in the ocean. موجودة في البحر, في المحيط, في كذا بيكونوا حاطين محطة. Okay, so it is, that's right, offshore base station. In pairs, analyze the notes below, which were made during a briefing given by your manager. Imagine you are giving a presentation. Imagine. Begin by reading out the abbreviated 10 notes in full. خلينا نشوف إيش المكتوب عندنا. So the first one, offshore base station. We have anchoring and propulsion issues. So anchoring system, it means who's going to read for us? مين يقرأ لنا هيك؟ ميس, please.
System. One load on cable will be huge.
This is, معلش بدي بس ثواني إذا سمحتوا. You should know the word anchoring system. From anchor. ما نعرفها هي قدامكم. So we have, yes, we have will be huge. It is huge, very big. Yes. Colossal. Yes.
What implication for anchoring system?
Yeah, let's
This
see.
will be need to be moved.
بدنا نقيم
بشكل عام مستمر بس كمية.
Yeah. Continually. That's right.
Sometimes
Urgently. And remember, معلش خلينا نحكي شوي. If you have the G and you have E after it, it's going to be edge. Yeah. For example, huge. G وراها E. Huge. Okay. هون G وراها E. بينما مثلا tongue, egg نلفظها because we don't have an E after it. مش يعني مش 100% خلينا نقول يعني 90% of the words when you have the G followed by an E it's going to be edge while in other cases it's a G sound. Yes.
What system could be used to hold base in position?
In position. Yes, okay.
Base in shallow water.
Shallow water. So we have here shallow water and we have deep water. Shallow. Shallow. They are opposites. That's right. So deep and shallow. Yes. Base in shallow water. Near coast, they are very near to the close to the coast, to the land, the Sahel. Yes.
Offshore. Choice will have impact on design of anchor system.
Yes. Thank you. Propulsion system. Who's going to read about propulsion system? Please, Mr. Islam. يلا yes.
Allow base to be moved by all.
Yeah. So first of all, you should know the word propulsion. Do you know what do you mean? Yes. So push, if you like. Push, something like that. Yeah. Push system. Okay, ولا لها علاقة في push. Okay. Yes, please, Islam. Will weight.
Will weight of cable allow base to be moved by on
propellers. Yeah.
Or more powerful system for
propulsion.
And control. شو يعني هاي؟
Nick.
Here. NEC, neck, etc. يعني. Yes.
لا.
For example, control neck. No, neck. It is like
غير مصنفة يعني. هي غير مصنفة.
Yes, yeah. It is something يعني. It is not detected. مش محدد. Not limited. Yes. Yeah. For example, external power source. For example. Yes. Okay. So you should just know those terms. مهم إنكم تكونوا عارفين هدول terms for you. Okay. And keep it in mind. وخلوهم في بالكم. In pairs, discuss the questions raised. منيح نعرف قصة question raised. يعني الأمور التي ظهرت أو كذا يعني أو الأسئلة التي ظهرت. Raised in the notes and think of some suitable solutions for the anchoring system and the propulsion system. إذا في عنا two systems, anchoring, propulsion system. At this stage, these should be overall concepts. انتوا المطلوب منكم overall concepts, not detailed designs. Remember to make notes and just to know the words. I want you just to know the words. In small groups, take turns to give a short talk using your notes to explain how the systems work. In general terms, imagine you are speaking to a small group of colleagues, including your manager, just to know the words. That's it. Write 2 or 3 paragraphs to summarize your talk. These will be included in your manager's longer report on offshore base station. I suppose we're not so interested in, for example, the offshore station and land station, but we should know an overall idea about it, okay? So I suppose we're going to stop till here. لهنا بدنا نوصل احنا. Now في بس شغلة بدي أحكي لكم شوية عنها. It's about OTS. Okay, so emphasizing technical advantages. Here we have in pairs. بيقولنا السؤال الأول. Discuss the term technical advantage. وأنا يعني الله الأعلم يجيكم في الامتحان talk about technical advantages. فبدكم تكونوا عارفين شو الصفات الإيجابية كذا حطوا تحتها underline للword. Sorry. Give some examples of technology you are familiar with. شو في technology you know. واحدة من التكنولوجي اللي احنا بنعرفها it is the elevators. المصاعد. أشهر شركة يمكن all over the world is Otis Elevator Company. خليني أقرأ لكم شوي عنها. Okay. هلا this website الويكيبيديا مهم جدا when you're going to do your presentation. لنفترض بدي أحكي أنا عن what؟ عن أوتس مثلا بدكم تعملوا لي presentation عن أوتس انتو أو الجي بي اس. شو بتعملوا first step? You go through Wikipedia and you search and find some information, gather it, and then you use it in your presentation. So this is important. Wikipedia is a very important site for you. It's an encyclopedia that gives you lots of information about the topic you need to know more about it. يعني one of the websites you must be familiar with. So Otis Elevator Company from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. The Otis Elevator Company is the world's largest manufacturer of vertical transportation systems. Okay? Principally focusing on elevators and escalators, founded in Yonkers, New York, المقصود, United States in 1853 by Elisha Otis. فإذن هي العائلة, اسم العائلة. The company pioneered, وكلمة pioneer أعتقد من الكلمات is so familiar nowadays. اللي هي رائد, he's pioneer. Pioneered the development of the safety elevator, invented by Otis in 1852, which used a special mechanism to lock the elevator car in place should the hoisting ropes fail. يا لطيف لأنه مرات بتعرفوا هاي قصة الرابس وكذا مرات بفلت بالإليفيتر and it's going to be a very tragedical event بيكون في عنا. Otis has installed elevators in some of the world's most famous structures, including the Eiffel Tower, شايفين وين عامل, Empire State Building, the original World Trade, اللي راح طبعا ال World Trade Center, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Petronas Twin Towers اللي كانوا at ماليزيا قبل ما يعملوا العرب البرج خليفة في شو اسمه دبي برج خليفة, CN Tower, the Hotel del Coronado. So it is one of the companies that works with greatest buildings or hotels or towers, whatever you like to call it. So it is very, very international. It is known to all the people around the world, so it's good to know it. فمهم في كلمة Otis, when you see it, you should know it is a well-known company for elevators. Okay? This is introduction. إذا بتحبوا تشوفوا إشي عن Otis بصير المرة الجاي. We have something about the Otis, then we're going to go through the material here, and that's it, I suppose. If you need any questions, you ask me about it today. في إشي عن الباسيف بدكم تسألوه؟ خلاص نعدي عنه نمشي؟ Okay, see you on Wednesday إن شاء الله. Goodbye.